Hello, this is Dan from Pale Wizard Records and the band Sgt. Thunderhoof. I also own and run a music studio here in Bath. We've been working on a new line of guitar cabinets which we've labelled Hoof cabs. The idea actually came from my dad, and he has a history in joinery, shop fitting, carpentry and so on. Some years back, as a little project, he made a guitar cabinet for our studio. His idea was to produce a guitar cabinet without using any screws in the main body. His unique design creates a rounded inner chamber. The cabinets are much heavier and denser than a standard ply cabinet. Since then, the cabinets have seen many changes and refinements to the overall look and design, and recently the introduction of a 2x12 model. And now we're making final adjustments to the designs with a view to making them available to purchase soon. But do these cabs sound as good as we think they do? Do we have some form of unconscious bias towards these cabs simply because we made them? We thought it would be interesting to shoot the new 2x12 model up against something vaguely comparable. Thanks to our friend Ben Turner, we were able to borrow this Zilla cabinet. This is known as the Fat Boy. It's slightly deeper and taller than the Hoof cab. Zilla cabs have a solid reputation for being reliable, well built and desirable items. So we're going to throw our Hoof cab in at the deep end to see if it can keep up. In an effort to bring some impartialness and scientific method to the proceedings, we're going to do a number of things to ensure it is only the cabinet we're testing and nothing else. Number 1. The audio we're using is a snippet from a Sgt. Thunderhoof track. The guitar will be the clean DI signal taken from the recording itself. The audio signal throughout will be identical. Number 2. The audio signal will be sent through the same amp and effects, with the exact same settings. In this case, we're simply using a Friedman pedal going into the crunch channel of a Marshall TSL 100. Number 3. As we're purely here to test out the cabs, we're going to be using a fairly bog standard pair of speakers. In this case, some Celestion G12T 75s, taken from a Marshall 1960 cab we have in the studio. We know these speakers work fine, and once we've done one cab, we'll remove them and put them in the other cab in the exact same location. Number 4. Both cabs will be mic'd simply with an SM57 in the exact same location and distance from the same speaker, so the only variable in this test is the cabinet itself. So, does a different cabinet create a different sound? The unloaded Hoof cab weighs in approximately 3 kilograms heavier than the unloaded Zilla cab, even though the footprint on the Hoof cab is slightly smaller. Will the extra weight improve the guitar tone? Will it have a negative effect on the sound? Or will it make no difference at all? The construction of the Zilla cabs are fairly simple. There's nothing inherently different in the way this was made to most standard manufacturers. This particular Zilla cab is an older model, so they may have changed their construction methods since this one was made. The Hoof cabinets are made using 30mm birch ply. There are no screws in the main body, along with fewer straight edges, similar to the sound hole in an acoustic guitar in some ways. So the theory, at least in principle, is that this new approach to cabinet construction can improve the resonance and performance of the speakers.
Some kind of butterfly.
Okay, so we've now recorded the audio through both cabinets, and the results I think are quite interesting, but as with these types of tests, the results are purely subjective. So I'd like you to have a listen to both cabs. I'll label them as Cab A and Cab B, so as not to prejudice your opinion. First we'll listen to a small snippet with the stereo guitars in the mix for both cabs, and after that we'll do the same with just the isolated mono guitars. Okay, now let's swap between both cabs and see if you have a favourite. And finally, let's listen to the same clip again, but this time you can see which cab is which. Okay, so we'd like to know which cab you preferred, if any. Could you hear a difference? We wanted this video to be completely honest and open, as we are genuinely interested to find out whether these cabinets we've made are actually as good as our brains think they are. But anyway, please feel free to leave your comments below, whether they're positive or negative. All opinions are welcome. If you'd like more information on the Hoof cabinets, feel free to get in touch, and a dedicated website will be appearing soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.